All right. So, today's video, we are watching a Gold 2 Bastion who is trying to get their DPS rank out of Gold. Now, normally when they play support, they are a Master support player, but for some reason, they just cannot get out of Gold on DPS. They say that they don't like to blame their teammates and prefer to focus on improving themselves, but this game is an exception. So, apparently they like to focus on what they can improve on, but this game was just something else. They said their tank was not using cover, and their supports are overextended, and that's why they think they lost, and that they carried as best as they could. So, multiple things here. Did they carry? Was their teammates not playing well? Are their supports overextended? This is a lot here. I don't even know. We'll find out. Start now. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't. It's video time. Here we go. Happy birthday. All right, so we're watching the Bastion. They said it was very much on their teammates. That was on you. that was just on you. You were the one out of LOS there. What rank is this? I think gold? Yeah, gold. Okay. Your Sojourn's... Wait, am I? 1 second. Okay, I am watching them. Okay, I was making sure. Your Sojourn's popping off. Alright, huge res. Nice. I probably don't see the chat with that one, Ruby. That's why. Okay, so far, everybody in your team played fine. Granted, it's first team fight. We've seen plenty of team fights where you win and then get full held the rest of the way.
Heroes never die.
Rock? So far, your tank has been using cover. I do want to point this out. Your tank has definitely been using cover. I've watched them gravitate to the left multiple times to hide behind a wall. I just want to start that off.
Let them up.
Good job getting a limb. I'm actually surprised you didn't go for the Ana right in front of everybody. Because the Ana would have fallen over. They got in the limb, though. So, like, a Bastion limb's a Bastion limb. Okay, taking the high ground. This is good. Nice play. Oh, that was a good rock by there, Sigma. Holy crap. Yep, rock. Okay, I do want to point something out, though. Because we're now 4 minutes into the game, right? And you had mentioned a little bit about how, like, your teammates are over, you know, playing aggressive, your supports are, like, all this. Like, but to be honest with you, I think it was just you weren't ever really... You were just sitting back the whole time waiting to do anything. If I'm seeing this correctly. So it took you 4 minutes to go and try to actually make a play off of that while your teammates were the ones that were actually going in, using cover, playing good angles, doing all that stuff, and then you finally went in after 4 minutes and made a play. You can see what I'm saying? Keep in mind, we're 4 minutes in, and this could very much change throughout the game. But so far, everybody in your team has been playing more aggressive and, like, getting in there, and you've been just chilling. So far, this hasn't been a team issue. Granted, there is more to the game. And you made a great play off of that, too, to point that out. What rank is this? Gold, DPS. They're trying to get out of gold. They're masters on support. So, like, they have a bit of understanding on that stuff, so. It just, the way they're playing Bastion's very, like, chill. which is fine to an extent. It's just like your teammates have been playing fine. And then when you finally went to make a play, they made a play. is much better now, by the way. Like, this has been a much better approach to how you're playing. That's on you. It's funny because you mentioned positioning, and then when you're in a situation where you need to wait a second on cooldowns and to play it, you end up running out of the room and then into the middle of their whole team. You see what I'm saying? Alright, here we go. Recommendation here is to take top right on this house, this building. Take the high ground with most of your team. Alright, low ground it is.
This ends.
I want to see something here. I want to see how they got your Mercy, because you mentioned you thought your supports were overextended. I want to see where your Mercy was at. Well, ready to watch the overextended Mercy on your team? Now, you don't even know what happened because you're down here as everybody else in your team went high ground. Are you noticing a trend here? Are you noticing something? Because your Mercy just went up here and was not ahead of your team. Just got rolled by a random Hanzo shot.
It's go time.
Good pick. I'm gonna be real with you, like, the way that you're playing so far is so much, like, either really far back or you're just doing your own thing. So I don't even know where, like, you're seeing what your teammates are doing completely wrong when, like, unless I'm missing something here. They're taking high ground, they're going for map control. You're just kind of doing your own thing and then you're falling over. And that seems to be what it is. Yep. And you can see they were waiting. Okay, I
Gather here.
Sigma went low ground. I would still recommend high ground, but your team has it. You see the Zen to the right. There you go. There's the Zen. Now keep in mind that the Sigma was in a pretty good spot outside of, I mean, I would say go high ground first, but the reason why they took so much damage was not because they overextended, was because there was a Zen on an off angle that you saw that did a bunch of damage. And that's why that happened. What rank is this? This is gold. I'm going to imagine your Mercy probably might have been too aggro there, but I can't see what happened. Your Mercy got a kill on the Zen there. Keep the high ground. Keep the high ground. This is fine. This is good. You're going to be the one that has to touch card temporarily. Actually, you're Winston can touch card. You're Winston can not touch card. Absolutely not. Oh, they made it. That was close. Long stream of that? Yeah. Good play. Good job falling back. And here's the thing. It's funny because I can tell that you have like a decent understanding of like timings, because you said you play Masters as support. And I can see that, but there's also times where you play way too safe, you stray away from your team, and then you have no vision of what your team's doing. I don't really think this has been necessarily an overextension by your team. I really don't. Okay, the Winston definitely got a little bit too aggro there. No, Winston's fine. Got healed up. I'm not seeing it. Keep in mind, I'm watching it from your point of view. So, maybe there's something I'm missing. Winston's doing what you call like almost like a soft dive. It's where you just kind of go in a little bit. You don't overextend. If they overextend, you get in the limb. If not, you get some ult charge. That's what I'm seeing so far. They got slept. That's unlucky. Good flank by you for a moment. Good job falling back. Your BAP has to use lamp on you. They didn't have to use lamp on you, but I understand why. That would have looked cool. I was just gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here for a second because I see what you're doing, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if I am playing Junker Queen and there's a Bastion who decides that at no point they're gonna shoot at me, two things are gonna happen. That Winston is gonna take a lot of damage, which is why they're taking a lot of damage, okay? Number two, I will absolutely roll the other team if there's a Bastion in front of me, not shooting at me at all. And you notice how at no point have you put any pressure on this Queen, which forces your Winston to actually have to play passive? That's what's happening right now. You can shred that Junker Queen. That Junker Queen will fall over. You also have an Ana, which means that Ana will be able to get good nades on that Junker Queen. They will fall over. Instead, you're trying to like look for the Zen up here, which don't get me wrong, you got the pick. That's a good pick. Then what happens? you still get rolled because they still have a bit of that map control. So there's a couple of things you have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Time for the reckoning. وليهم قوتك.
Now you're shooting at the... Nope, not even then. You just literally ignored the queen. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. This is going to be super helpful for when you're on Bastion. Bastion is like a tank buster, okay? That is what Bastion can do. Bastion, don't get me wrong, can go for backline of limbs. But you are given so much opportunity for the other team to just make a play by not going for that queen at any point. Okay, keep in mind, the queen was just getting healed there, and you had them down to 30% HP in the matter of 2 seconds by yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, like, at this point, from what you describe this game as, I don't think it's been an issue with your supports and tank. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're playing perfect by any means, but, like, so far, I have seen, from your point of view, you letting their team play the way that they want to play, and trying to go for backline of limbs, when, like, you could shred a tank, and then you can shred the backline. And that's the problem you run into. Do I think there should have been a hard ring reset? No. I don't think it would have been, I mean, and then this could be a... I don't think it's much of a hot take. I don't think having top 500 players in the bronze games would have... I think, like, the partial MMR reset is probably the right way to go about it. Keep in mind, maybe my opinion will differ on that as the new rank season starts, but that's probably the better bet if they're going to do any type of MMR reset. Otherwise, it's just going to be... It would just be something. Dr. Heat, thanks for the 5 months of the Pages Prime. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, see how this goes. Good job there. Good movement there. Nice play. Good playmaking. I think that was really good playmaking right there. I think you played that really well. Nice job. Very nice job. Have they explained how the MMR reset will work? No. It's just going to be a partial MMR reset. So my guess is you'll end up... It's going to be a partial MMR reset, but then you also climb a lot quicker. I can't wait for them to post details, because then we can probably figure out how it's going to work. Good job taking high ground. Your tank is playing fine right now. Your Ramatra is not overextended yet. They need to back up in 2 seconds. 1, 2. They went into Circuit City side over there. I'll tell you in a second. Rat Rosie, thanks for the Pages Prime. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Not bad. Okay, let's see what the ult's here. Good ult usage here. I like that you use 2 ultimates and then save one for later. Sometimes that can be really good. Taking high ground control. So far, so good. Your Ramatra played a little bit too aggro there. But not enough for me to be like, oh, your Ramatra's throwing. Like, you know what I mean? If anything, like, I think what you're doing, and maybe I'm not seeing this correctly, but is it me, or does it feel like you're trying to do too much almost? Like you're going back and forth over and over again, you know what I'm saying? Like it feels like you're doing too much. So you end up getting rolled because like you're just going back and forth trying to make these, I don't know, it's hard to say. Nice pick. Not bad. That was that. You got rolled there. You got a Zen. No, GM players will get an MMR reset. I just don't know what rank that would be. Like, maybe it could be Diamond. Maybe it would be Masters. I don't know. There's going to be something there. There's also going to be a new rank. Tomorrow's the trailer. If you're watching this spectating, it's probably not tomorrow. It's probably already out, but the trailer for Season 9 is out. Ramatra's playing a bit too aggro here. And keep in mind, I'm going to point out to you when I see the Ramatra playing a bit too aggro. That was on the Ramatra. I think they might have gotten staggered and didn't go high ground. So that's on the Ramatra. I will agree with you on that one. I can agree with you on that one. This is coming from someone who's also learning Ramatra a lot more, and I play too aggro. Do we know anything about the new rank yet? Nope. I think the only thing that's been teased is the video, and it looked like there might be new rank icons. That's what it looked like in like the preview that someone did. Back away. Not bad. Good ult. Good jump. Okay, everything seems fine now. Everything seems fine now. So now, what's the next step here? What is the next step is the question. You didn't go for high ground control yet, which is a big concern at that point, but yeah, I would have gone for high ground after that team fight. I feel like you gave them a bit too much map control. Your team in general just gave them way too much map control, because now they're going to be able to take away the point, and you're kind of like in this area of the map, which you can still probably pop off and win, but like... But like, that's like when you have this right here, you gave them like so much map control. Like, it's actually amazing. All right, you have 2 minutes to hold this. What's your play? That was a team effort. You lost second point. Not going for map control. You have EMP. Well, this player, keep in mind, this player is actually a master support player, so they have a general understanding, so we'll see. Here we go. I want to see where your tank's going to play at. Playing in a good spot. Right there's a good spot. You want to play around the corner. There's the EMP. You should win this team fight. You'll get a free elim at least. Maybe 2. Yep, nice job. Good play. Lion, thanks for the feature prize. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's what we like to see. Not a bad ult. I'm watching your tank. Tank's playing fine. Tank's playing the corner right there. Supports are playing a little bit closer. There's a nice window. Right click through it to get a little bit more value. Nice job. Good nade. So far, so good. Like, I don't... Getting a turret form. Oh, no. Oh, that was a 3v3. All right, well, it's time. They could have easily touched the point right there. Who's singing? That's actually somebody in the chat named Zombie Food. If you ever see Zombie Food in the chat, that is their voice singing over that song. All right, let's talk about this very quickly because I feel like you, in my opinion, you said like, oh, your tank's overextending, your supports are, you know, doing this and that, your tanks, etc. Not using cover. Sorry, your supports are overextending, your tank's using cover. That wasn't really quite the case. I do think your tank had a couple of aggression plays, but sometimes with Ramatra, you get like that tempo of playing too aggro. That's kind of my concern with that one. But to go on to the next part of this, in general, I think like for you as Bastion, it's more going to be just about you trying to do too much. Like you were going back and forth, your positioning was bad. You were doing like all these variations of things. Like I think for you, you kind of just focus on like killing the tank. You left a Junker Queen run it down mid and do whatever they wanted. Kill the tank. Start with that. See what happens. Good start, right? That would be a wonderful start. I think if you can improve on that side of things and make better plays there, I think you'll be in a good spot with that. But overall, I would say that this wasn't necessarily on your team, and you said you like hard carried. You had great moments, but it wasn't a hard carry at all. I think you need to focus on one thing, and I think you'll climb out of gold because you have the mechanics and the general understanding of the climb, but you're just not applying that because you're trying to do too much. One step at a time. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't. A lot of awesome videos on there. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. We record these live on stream, so make sure to stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. That's the Twitch chat right below the webcam. A lot of fun. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.